we got high schools not being used in the summertime. Why can't we have swimming lessons? Why? The pool is there. Why? Why? That's what I want to know.
Arrested
and
development.
With financial things is one quote I've been learning and is stuck in my head. If your outcome exceeds your income, then your overhead is your downfall.
Say that again. Say that again.
If your outcome exceeds your income, then your overhead is your downfall.
Yeah.
Volume 2.
Yeah. This is our show. Yeah. Introspective Insight. Introspective Insight. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. I am King Dev. That's Magic Gretzky. And this is Introspective Insight, the Black Wall Street podcast. And we back for part 2 of last week's conversation. Because it's still within the week. It's just outside of. It's 2 days outside of the first 7 days of Iceman, because the sixth god is back. But before we get into that, because we got a lot to say, Magic didn't say nothing last week as it pertains to his experience listening to Iceman. So we're going to circle back to that. And we got some other stuff up under the hood that we're going to get into. But before we get into that, we always got to start with the word of the show and the quote of the show. Excuse me. The word of the show is fraught. And that means filled with or likely to result in something undesirable. The second definition is causing or affected with an A, affected meaning influenced by anxiety or stress. And then the quote of the show is rational thoughts never drive people's creativity the way that emotions do, by the big dog Neil deGrasse Tyson. Magic, what you got after you finish chewing your snack?
Not much, man. Not much. I got my tailor-made suit. I got my wheels on stride. That's all I got.
Hey, listen, get that tailor-made suit right, because we got a long conversation ahead of us. Yeah, man. It's been.
And I got my answers.
And you got your answers. You got your answers. So just an update, y'all, because people was trying to get at me in the comments, and Magic asked on the show if I was the leader of the Drake hate train. And I also said, I believe I said on the show, I put on wax that I will not be listening to Iceman again. I'm just gonna no, I didn't say that. I said I wasn't gonna listen to the other 2 albums, but I said if anything, I'll listen to Iceman one more time. I actually got through it another 4 times, so I've listened to Iceman a total of 4, maybe 5 times. But there is a asterisk to that, and we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I've dived into it a little bit. I also listened to The Fall Off another 2 times, and I was on my second or third listen when we were starting to get on here. So, and that is the reason for that. I've listened to GNX mad time, so I already know how I feel about GNX. And
put GNX on as soon as you got done with Iceman.
Yeah. I put GNX on as soon as I got done. I had to clean my palate. Well, I will say though also that after a few months and then coming back to The Fall Off, and I know this is Iceman content that we making right now, but after revisiting The Fall Off, I'm actually liking 29 better than 39. And when we first talked about it, I said I hated 29 and I liked 39. But coming back to it, I don't know, 29 got some bops on there. 29 got some bops on there, and I think the production on 29 eats a little bit more than the production on 39. There is some songs that I will still take off of both sides, But I think that I'm right now in this current Dev, I've evolved to liking 29 a little bit more than 39.
Mm. It's a lot of going back on things that you're saying. I see. That's
Oh,
how we starting this off.
oh yeah, nah. It's called it's called development. You know, and in this show, while the show is titled Arrested Development in a Body of Work, you know, I don't arrest my development. You know, I make sure that I can
Hmm.
go back and I can listen, and I just know I can also refine my palette if I need to. Like I give space to refine my palette. That's why I was able to get through Iceman another what 4 times. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's how we starting off. That's how we starting off. Drop in the chat for everybody listening. Drop in the comments if y'all have revisited some of the old projects, any of the projects that's released. My cousin just told me Crit got a new album out. I haven't listened to it yet. Tiger just released a single. I listened to it. It's not classic Tiger, but you know. So yeah, drop in the chat. What have y'all since Iceman dropped? What projects have you revisited that just released? I also listened to GID album again, and yo, he should have won a Grammy for that. That's a really good album. Really good piece of work, body of work.
Over GNX.
Mm.
Well, who won?
It
Was
was
it GNX?
it was GNX for rap album of the year.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, see,
And over the clip.
but see, that's what I'm saying. I just think that he released against two formidable opponents. And no, because I think the clip should have got rap album of the year over GNX. But I think GNX should have got what Bad Bunny got. I forget what the I think it was just album of the year. I think GNX had the potential to get that, but I'm not bad that Bad Bunny got it. So yeah, but I just wish that Jid got something for that album because you know that he deserved. He put his foot in that album. It's a great listen and
Hey, I
yeah,
said that. I
yeah,
said
man.
that. Go back some episodes
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
album
yeah.
dropped.
Uh-huh.
I said it.
I think we said that when Year Jordan was on. We had that
Hmm.
conversation. So yeah, I went back and I listened to some stuff because you know, um now we in the Grammy, you know, whatever the next Grammys is, you know, we put in if they submit, you know, we got the Fall Off is gonna be in there, Iceman is gonna be in there. It's not gonna be a Kendrick project in this Grammy run unless he released something this year. So now we gotta once we get past all this hype, now we gotta sit with what the Academy is gonna vote on.
Well, fuck the Academy, you know.
I mean, I know, but now it ain't Kendrick, Cole, Drake. It's Drake
Drake said
versus
he not a.
Cole.
I could have sworn the Iceman. He said he not submitting it in.
Cause he know he ain't gonna win. All right. Go ahead. What you got?
Huh?
What you got? What you got? Cause don't get me started.
What I got on what? Be
Where
specific. Be
where
specific.
be
And
specific.
it, you're be specific. And
where
what you asking me
where where
in this episode?
where you want to start? Because you didn't
It don't matter. You got the questions and I got the answer.
okay,
Go ahead.
okay. So let's start with this because last show you ain't have no commentary around track
Yep.
lists. You briefly asked questions around lyrics or whatever. So before we get into the nooks and crannies of the experience and the project that is Iceman, and if you want to go into Habibity and Maid of Honor, I have no comments on any of those. Those are net zeros for me. But what's your rating for Iceman, Maid of Honor, and Habibi?
Iceman.
Iceman.
I will rate Iceman between a 7 and a 7.5.
Mm,
Habibi. Habidi bidi.
mm,
I
mm.
will rate that 6.5. Maid of Honor, It's not for me, but I understand it. I would rate it a 6.
Mm. Okay, let's backtrack real quick because
Go ahead. Let's
I remember me saying that you got to put this on wax
yeah.
on Monday. Can you please put on wax how you are rating? Like, what's your rate scale? Like 0 to 3 is what? Like 5 is considered
0 to
what?
3 is trash.
0 to
0 to 3 is trash.
okay.
4 to 6 is borderline ass or ass. Ass, borderline ass. 6 to 6 to I'll say 6 to 7.5 is decent to solid. Decent to solid. No, 6. I'd say yes, 7.5. And then 7.5 to 10, good to pretty darn good. Great. Masterful. 10 is masterful. 9 is amazing. 8 is great. Good. 7.5 is that. This is pretty, it's all right. It's good. It's better than decent, you know? Does that make sense?
Okay. All right. So you have him on decent.
Which one? Iron Man?
You
I
have
mean
you
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
He
Iceman, you have okay.
7.5. It's 7.5.
7.5.
So it's
So you
it's good.
basically a 0.1 differential would have had it at good on your point scale.
It's good. It's good.
Okay. All right.
Because remember I said 6 to 7.5 is when I'm saying like solid to good. Like 6 is solid. If you keep going up and you lean more towards good.
Okay. All right. I just want to put that on wax because
And I got Iceman. I said it's a 7 to 7.5. So
yeah,
it's like a solid, good. It's a good solid project.
it's a good solid project. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So take us through take
Mm-hmm.
us through how you got to your 7 to 7.5. Like what was your listening experience? You listened to it while you was walking. You listened to it a few
Yeah.
different times.
Yeah.
I know I sent you. I don't know if you got to watch that podcast. Was it I mean
I didn't know. I didn't get to
NRF or
watch it.
whatever?
Just that clip.
But yeah. Take us through the journey of you getting to a 7 to 7.5 for Iceman.
Iceman, man, when I listened to it, right? I went into it with a clear mind, open mind. Like I don't know what to expect from Iceman. I don't know. When I first went through it, I'm like, oh, he's fucking rapping. This is no singing. This is none of that. I'm listening to the lyrics. I'm like, okay, I heard a couple bars that was pretty cool. I heard some pretty questionable bars as well. Um, and then I went to a second listen. I think that was with headphones on. I'm like, oh no, this is. I don't get that. I don't want to listen to this anymore. I don't get that feeling. It's like, okay, I like it. And that between that third listen, that's when I started looking at the internet, seeing what everybody else think of it. What's their favorite songs? I've seen like National Treasure. I've seen Shebang. I've seen Janet Shut the Fuck Up. One of my best friends texted me about Janet Shut the Fuck Up. At first, I told him I do not like the song because my mom name is Janet. So who the fuck he telling to shut the fuck up? I don't know who the fuck he telling to shut the fuck
Oh
up.
shoot.
But that makes me not like the song, even though I think it's a good song. Um, and then the fourth and fifth listen, I listen to shitty. I like to listen on shitty speakers. Um, I still got the same thing as I said, so I came to the conclusion. It's probably a couple of songs I don't like, but there's way more songs that I do like. Um, there's production I don't like. There's some voice effects I don't like,
Mm-hmm.
but I like that he grew. I like some of the bars. I like. Wait. I said grew. I'm sorry. I like that he's rapping.
Oh, okay. All right.
I like some of the. Yeah, I'm tripping. I like some of the bars. I like that he was rapping. I like a little bit of the vulnerability he was saying. Um, he, I I don't believe he grew, but with me saying I don't think he grew does not mean that he can't make good songs, even though he didn't grow. Um, but I'll give it a solid 7.5. And I think it's gonna take some time, but I want to see what time tells, because sometimes music, like people, you can't call it a classic. Time would tell if it's a classic. So it's gonna take some time. I don't think it's a classic at all. I don't think it have the strength of being a classic. But uh, to for me to look at it and say, you know what, this is a really good album. I think it's one of his best rap albums in a long time. I think it's one of his best albums in a long time. I wasn't a fan of Scorpion. I wasn't a fan of For All My Dogs. I wasn't a fan of Her Laws Like That. I wasn't a fan of the Party Next Door, some sexy songs for you. I wasn't really a fan of uh, anything
Certified Lover
really
Boy.
kind of Certified Lover Boy. I can't think of it. I wasn't too much of a fan of that, but this one, with all the rapping he's doing, brought me back to like, okay, I like this Drake. I like the villain era of Drake. So that's the journey of where it got me to a 7.5.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Okay. What's your what song in your opinion has the best production?
Can you bring up the track
Oh
list,
yeah,
please?
yeah, yeah. I got you. Hold on. I got you.
Yeah,
I'm
you
because
can't.
I have that's how I broke up a lot of this, how I'm engaging.
Actually, I don't. I know exactly what song had the best production, and it was the "Make Them Pay."
Make them pay. Oh, okay. Okay. That was good production. That was good production.
And people that's gonna be in
That
his
was good
comments
production.
and commenting and shit, understand this is my opinion. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
this is my opinion. This is how I view music. I
Make
don't
them
listen to
pay.
music the same way you listen to music.
Mhm.
I don't listen to the same way you. You might be just listening to the beat, whatever. I listen to a whole different way than you, and
Mhm.
that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why music is a form of art, and art is made to be critique once you put it out in the world.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's nothing against Drake. I don't have nothing against Drake. I'm just saying what I think about this project. Just had to do that disclosure. But go ahead.
Which song should his rap performance which song did his rap performance lack and you wish he would have did a better job on to complement the production?
To compliment the production, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Like
But
to
the
slide on the beat better.
yeah, I don't I can't give you an answer on that one.
Ah,
But
okay, okay.
lack of or maybe Too Hard for the Radio. I'll go with Too Hard for the Radio for your question. It's missing some songs on here.
Huh. No, it's
Yeah,
18.
it's missing some songs. 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
7.
1, 2, 3, 7. Oh. Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Why is this doing that? Oh, there you go.
There we go.
I
There we
don't
go.
know. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'll say Too Hard for the Radio.
Too hard for the radio. Okay. Hold
Yep.
on. Let me see if I got, because I put some notes as I was listening to it when I was working out. And yeah. Oh, okay. So what I'll say is what you were just looking at. what everybody, if you watching, what you just looking at was actually the track list that I created to get through it another 2 times.
That's sad.
Another 2 times.
Yeah, that's sad.
And
one to then jump to 7 is crazy. Well, 3 to jump to 7 is crazy.
Yeah. So I have one. There is songs on here that you can just eliminate. They could have been throwaway. I don't know what it is. So you asked me to come to my theory. I have 2 theories. One is not really a crazy theory. I think he used the Michael Jackson glove to kind of like foreshadow this is the album that's going to basically push him over Mike in the number ones for songs. That's the only correlation that I can get for Michael Jackson being relatively close to anything. And maybe
when they try to crucify him.
Huh?
Maybe they try to crucify him like Mike.
He'll never get close to whatever Mike went through.
And that's how he feels.
I mean, that's possible. I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say also the ice on the glove. Like it's a entendre.
The stone.
Yeah, the double entendre. So Iceman, but also like I'm going to like I'll have more number ones after this album than Mike. You know, stuff like that. It's possible. But again, for me, if you know what Mike did during the time that Mike did it, Drake would need another 20 number ones to even get close to what Mike did. But yeah, I had to shorten the track list to get through it. Because some of the songs, in my opinion, just you could have not did it. You could have not put them on the album, and it still would have been. It probably would have been a better album because you spent more time cultivating these. I think I put 11 tracks on there, and then I'm still kind of struggling with Firm Friends, and then what he did on Make Them Know. I like how Make Them Know ended with the Iceman, the sample that he did at the end. I appreciate that, right? I think it's bringing the album to a close, but listening to what he did rap performance wise on Make Them Know, I don't really care for it. But yeah, I was able to shorten the track list to 11. And I feel like if he would have spent more time on those 11 tracks and then released the deluxe with these other songs on there, I think would have done better. For me, Plot Twist is like a really good song. I just would appreciate. I think he did a lot of filler on Plot Twist with all the spelling and the hey, let's go. However he fills in his performance.
Plot Twist is a really good song.
Plot Twist. I like Plot Twist.
It's one of the songs I got it.
It's one of the songs you didn't like? Yeah, so
the O to the T, the O to the C to the T, the
yeah,
O to the B to the E to the R to the D to the A to the N.
Yeah, all that filler. If he took out all the filler and focused on, one of my
twisting my fingers on the R like an S and a P.
Yeah, all that. But he slid. I think he slid. I can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was
Make Them Gangster for me.
I want to say it's Make Them Remember. Not Make Them Remember. Make Them Pay. Because it was a beat switch and Make Them Pay. And I would have to listen to it again. But ain't
no beat. Ain't no beat switch.
It's no beat switch? Was it Plot Twist? I know it's not Lil Birdie. Because I put on Lil Birdie, the beat is hard. But the performance is trash. That's when he used some of those effects on his voice. And he's real monotone in how he delivered. I think he could have did way better on that beat. But yeah. Some of these B's on the Table, Get It Out of Here. Shebang, Get It Out of Here. Run to Atlanta, Get It Out of Here. Janice, Get It Out of Here. Whisper My Name is really good. I think he did really, really good on Whisper My Name. That's my favorite performance on the album of his. And I think that Too Hard for the Radio should have been an interlude. So it should have been like a minute and a half. So he did the part that he's paying homage to Mac and Dre. And then he should have ended it.
Mac Dre.
I think that should have been it. Because he's also trying to merge Oakland, the Bay, with LA. So the beat switch is too for me. It's too drastic. It goes from a Oakland sound to a LA sound, and everything changes. I think that should have just been an interlude. What did I miss? Have an asterisk to it because he released that too long ago, and he threw it on this album. I think one of my second theory is he spent too much time hashing out the beef and taking shots and like responding directly to things that happened a year and a half, 2 years ago. So it kind of took away from the experience. And I think, which one? I think Whisper My Name or Make Them Pay. One of those where if he would have spent more energy subliminally, like indirectly talking about the beef, but in a way that's like it's a bop, I felt like I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. But all the direct, like responding to things that happened in the beef throughout this whole album took away points for me on me really receiving this album, because we waited 2 years for you to continue to talk about the things that all of us has moved on away from. um but yeah, those are some of my things. Oh, and what did I miss? The asterisk was that's a classic Drake flow. I think that performance was a classic Drake performance in what he does. I just wish he would have remixed it. So we got the first version of it. We should have got a second version of What Did I Miss? But from a different lens, from a different perspective, I think that would have slapped. I do enjoy sonically, I enjoy the listen of What Did I Miss? But again, we talking about rap beef stuff. Like we're past that. I was listening. I wanted to know who Iceman is. You know what I'm saying? I want to engage with Drake music. I don't want to engage with Drake who feels wronged by LeBron and by Cole and by Kendrick and Ross and Jay-Z. I don't want to hear none of that. I want to hear why you are Iceman. I want to hear why you are the guy. I want to hear why you are the boy. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
and why I said he's okay. He showed no growth, but he showed that he wants to grow. Um, in some of the songs, he said, "I'm no longer the boy, I'm the man you want to understand," or something like that. Just showing that, you know what? I'm almost. He said, I think he said something about he almost 40 or something, or he 40 dog something.
mm-hmm,
He's understanding it.
mm-hmm.
He's understanding it, so I could give him grace to that. He understands it. The songs I don't like on here is Dust. Didn't like that
I thought Dust was cool.
one. Shebang, I don't
Trash.
like that one.
The same flow on
Burning
Shebang.
Bridges is shaky for me.
The same flow on Shebang he used on Make Them Know. That like 3 line like similes. Da 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 da. He did that same thing with Make
Yeah,
Them Know.
I don't really like that.
Yeah.
Burning Bridges is shaky. It's okay. Though. I'll keep it there. Running to Atlanta, no. I think that Future and Drake connection that we used to have has ran its time.
Yeah, I think that collab was weird.
Yeah, it ran its time. It feel kind of forced. This wasn't too satisfied with that. Bees on the Table is a no for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm over the Drake and 21 Savage collab.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been was over it, but that just solidified that I am over the Drake and 21 Savage collab.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Plot twist, I'm not a fan of.
That
Little
was
Birdie,
a cool one.
Little Birdie is like burning bridges to me, like a little shaky. No, don't worry. Let me go here.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I just want to see a boy struggle with the payments. If he tripping with the gained in, I just might get that boy hit for entertainment. If he tripping with the gained in, I just want to see a boy working the day shift and the night shift. That's how I feel. I just want to see that boy struggle with the phone bill and the light bill. That's how I feel. I just want to see a boy bag on the payment if he tripping with the game then. I think those are weird lyrics. You're a millionaire,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
multi-millionaire,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to see somebody struggling with the light bill and the phone bill.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I start questioning your growth.
Yep.
You want to see somebody else uh um on their downfall because they tripping on the gang.
Yep.
But mind you, this is some of the gang is what you talk about in this album.
Mm-hmm.
You a lot of betrayal.
Yep.
So when are we gonna learn that the gang ain't really the gang?
Right. Right. At some point, you gotta separate yourself from the gang. Like,
You got to separate yourself from the gang.
yeah, you can't live with a bunch of men. Dwayne Wade talked about that on one of his podcast episodes, his early podcast episodes, where before he got with Gabrielle Union, he was housing his boys, and he was
Too
always with his
busy with the
boys.
gang.
Yeah, and
He's too busy with the gang.
she was like, "Yeah, nah, we're not doing that no more. You don't need to take care of them. Get them out of here." And there was a lot of reference points with Drake around that. Like he said, if my bro want some car, I can't remember what car he said, I'm gonna buy it for him. Like, you tricking the boys? You tricking over the fellas, the
No,
bros? What's
absolutely
happening?
not.
What's
At some point, we got to let go of the gang.
yeah.
They're men. They're
Yes.
men.
Yes. Yes.
They
Yes.
men. Fuck the bros. Fuck the gang.
Yeah. You
I gotta worry about me
correct.
and my life.
Which
Cause
goal? Yep. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
at the end of the day, oh, you good. At the end of the day, cause I do that shit all the time. At the end of the day, you came in this world alone. I believe you're the only child, and that
Yeah.
could be the reason. You might be the only child, and you feel like you need that brotherly love or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you right now, man, it ain't it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It ain't it. Me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I don't like being around a bunch of dudes. That's why I can never join a gang. That's why I can never. Uh, I don't like being around a bunch of dudes at all.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and and nothing against dudes, but a lot of niggas be saying a lot of dumbass shit
Yep.
that gets under my fucking skin,
Yep. I agree.
and I can't. It just irks me. Like, ugh. I love being around women. I love making women laugh. I love the energy of a woman. I love the way a woman thinks because it's so opposite that
Yeah.
it interests me. Like, why do you think this way?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Or they're teaching me ways of the other gender other than the male. I've been around. I got fucking 4 brothers I lived with growing up.
Mm-hmm.
What? Like I'm supposed to have 3 mothers. I'm about to say one mother.
One mother. I hope you got one mother.
Yeah, my mom and 3 brothers and my dad. I, but the crazy thing is, I got a bunch of sisters.
Mm-hmm.
But I live and grew up with my 3 brothers,
Mm-hmm.
older brothers. I'm the baby. I don't want to. I'm good. I did that past my life.
Mm-hmm.
I love the energy of a woman, and it don't have to be multiple women. One woman is enough.
Mm-hmm.
One woman is enough. I could just say right now, man, fuck the gang.
Yeah.
Fuck the gang. Niggas be coming up with dumbass shit, especially when the gang is full of single men or men that chase women
Yeah.
or men that womanize women or
Hive
men that
mind.
uh, yeah or just looking or a man that's just chasing vagina or men that's living off their ego or trying to feed their ego or living off their pride or men that just munch. Fuck them niggas, man. Uh, firm friends is eh.
I
And
don't.
then make them know I like all to make them. All to make them I like.
Mm, mm,
All of them.
mm, mm. Make them remember is 1 a.m. in Albany. So
Yeah.
that whole idea of like he should have just kept it 1 a.m. in Albany. Um,
Well, who knows if it was well, nobody really knows it was it was a leak, so nobody really knows what it was called. I
Oh,
think somebody just probably
oh,
put that
somebody
as
put
the
the
name.
oh, that's how they do the leaks. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's 1 a.m. in Albany. My biggest gripe of Iceman is he spent too much time, like pun intended, too much time rehashing the beef. I think it took
and
away.
and I
I think it took away from my experience on Iceman. Because if you should have did this 2 years ago. Like, matter of fact, you should have did this when you released the Heart Part 6. Because all of the things, like you responded to the tracks of the beef. Outside of the Cole piece and no, even the Cole piece. Like, yeah, you should have did all of that Heart Part 6. So then Iceman could have been similar to what the fall off was, which is just something that you've been working on for the last couple of months when you was not saying anything post beef.
and that's the thing. I wanted to hear him talk about other things. I
Mhm.
didn't want him. I didn't. I maybe here and there talk about it, but I wanted to hear other things. I wanted to hear about his personal life. I wanted to hear what Iceman is. I wanted to hear why you came up with this Iceman
Yeah.
thing. I wanted to hear that.
Mhm.
So me, it kind of lacked substance.
Mhm.
Some people said, "Well, what do you want him to talk?" I said, "Well, I wanted to hear what about his son." Oh, he made a song about his son in Scorpion. Boy, that's 10. That's
Yeah.
9 to 11 years
Yeah,
ago.
it's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago. I want to hear. Uh, I want to hear about the Heart Part 6. I want to hear a little bit of the Heart Part 6. I want to hear the mother something. Let me give me something
Yeah.
other than the typical Drake songs that we heard before.
Right.
And again, there's nothing wrong with it. I just only picked out what 4 or 5 songs I didn't really like out of 18. There's
Nah.
nothing wrong with it. He didn't show any growth, but he's still making the songs is not bad. The songs is still good. It's still solid. I think people take that as a negative way, but hey, his core fans, his real diehard fans, enjoy the project, and that's what really matters. He's feeding them. So
Oh, 100%. 100%. And I
yeah, that's
and I think that I mean, at most albums we're gonna have songs that we're gonna skip through or we don't like, skip over, we don't like or whatever. Uh and I think that
it's subjective.
he even right, it's subjective. And I think he even had uh the whole make them, like all the make them tracks, like that's a concept, if you will, if you want to call it a concept in itself. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was formulating something right there. And again, well, Whisper My Name, if I remember correctly, Whisper My Name didn't necessarily directly speak to a lot of the beef stuff. It was just he was rapping on it. And
You know, he said something to damn, who was it? Was it Khaled? No, it wasn't Khaled.
was that the one
It
he
was
was
Kendrick.
the but I mean, like he wasn't speaking because some of them like make them know he was actually saying the things from like Euphoria and the things from
Yeah, yeah. Most
uh
of the throughout the album, he was doing stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, but I know some of them uh it was I know some of them was a lot of them was I just got a call, so I was making sure that it didn't mess up the recording. Okay.
Oh,
Uh
Playboy Cardi is what they said.
oh
I
yeah.
heard what you said to little bro about me. Yeah, and when you run into the Iceman, what you gonna do is set free.
Okay. But yeah, but even then, like that, you can you can r- uh you can reference things. I'm not saying that you can't reference the beef, right? Because we also want that. I want to know, similar to what we was talking about with Cole when the fall off came up. I want to know. We want to know certain things on how certain things happen, and hopefully you put it on the album. But I think that if you can do it in a way that's similar, just like Jay Z, when Jay Z was dissing Nas, it was through the flow of his music. So you're not necessarily shifting attention from the music that you're creating, but you're also being witty on how you're creating, crafting the bars uh, to reference the ops, but it's not taken away from the artistic design of what you're trying to do. I think that Drake has the ability to do that. I just felt he was too direct around the beef, and we talking about something that's overcooked at this point. Let that beef go. Throw it away. I enjoyed Whisper My Name because of the energy. and the rap performance that was put into Whisper My Name. I enjoyed Plot Twist because of not necessarily the rap performance on Plot Twist, but the production on Plot Twist and the production on Lil Birdie. I think those are two of the hardest beefs, the hardest production value songs on here. He just didn't perform. He didn't slide on those beats in the way that we know he can because he's focusing on the beef directly. I'm subjectively, I'm saying this, y'all. So don't sit here and say, oh, you just think you know Drake. I don't know Drake. I don't care to know Drake. But I'm saying a lot of his creativity was fueled by his emotions. Let's call back to the quote of the show. Rational thoughts never drive people's creativity the way emotions do. His emotions over the beef drove his creativity for him to completely directly address the beef when we want him to be creative in a witty way that we know we can. Like I said, the line and Make Them Remember around like the baseball line. I can't remember what the line is. That was witty. And it took him about 4 bars to bring it together, but he did it. There's a lot of bars on there. I'm like, that was a dope line. But at the same time, he's not delivering it. And I said this last show, he's not delivering it in a way that people will receive it. But you got people on the internet performing to big up at best mid album, a okay album. Okay. That's why he did okay, because he was because this is his thing. So he okayed his album before people listened to it. It's an okay album. For people watching, I put the okay up. It's an okay album.
And the thing is, another thing was the production. You kept saying production. I don't like the beat switches.
No,
the beat switches was not. They wasn't smooth or smooth. So the production on this album is very shaky.
It was very rattling. Like
very shaky.
He'll get to a flow. Like he will get to starting to slide, and then the beat will switch up, and then he'll switch everything up. So again, that's why I said Too Hard for the Radio should have been an interlude. I think if he would have kept that first beat, and shout out to the Jam podcast, because they also said this. I said it first, but they also said it. If he would have kept that first half of Too Hard for the Radio and extended that for another minute and a half, making it a 3-minute song, that would have been probably the hardest song on the album, because it has nothing to do with the beef. Yeah, on the first.
Yeah, dude.
No, I'm the second half, not the first half. The first half, when he was just talking, he was, I mean, in a sense, using the same lyrics as Mac Dre. But if he would have figured out a way to like take that the tail end of that first half of the song and extend that to a whole song, fire. That would have been fire. It was hard. But he switched it to a LA beat, and he started talking about, I'm gonna show you how to do this. And he started talking about Ross and Kendrick and numbers and all that. Like, bruh, keep the formula. You have the formula. That's why you are the biggest artist in the world. Hip-hop. Pop. Hip-hop pop artist in the world. You use the formula, bruh. But yeah, the production saved it in my rating. Solid 6.
You giving it a 6?
6.
Okay.
I will even because at first last week I would have said a 5. Last week I would have said a 5. But solid 6. I would even settle for 6.5. It's not going over 6.5 though. That's a hard cap. That's a hard cap.
Let time go on, man.
I don't see myself returning to this album.
Not even in your gym playlist.
So I have my hot and cold. So I created the playlist hot and cold, and that's taking away the 7 tracks that I don't like. So that first, matter of fact, let me go back. So
yeah, go to your playlist. We got playlist.
So it was the first playlist that we was looking at. So my hot and cold playlist, boom. So this is the playlist. I just said hot and cold because that's what he said on National Treasures. Now I'm Iceman was a nice man. Now I'm hot and cold. At first I thought he said Anko, and then I'm like, bro, what is he talking about? But then one of the streamers was like hot and cold. But yeah, this is my track list. Again, Firm Friends, it's shaky. Make Them Know, shaky in terms of the rap performance, but I wasn't gonna put it under. I think I can settle for those, and the only reason why Make Them Know made it on there is because I appreciate how he ended the album. Like there was some intentionality on closing out Iceman with that sample or whatever that rhythmic ending was. And I think that's also how he started with Make Them Cry. So, but yeah, plot twist, I appreciate the production more than the rap. I appreciate the production more than the rap performance. So if there was a gym playlist, plot twist may go on there. I also do appreciate the production on Lil Birdie. I don't like the rapping on Lil Birdie, the performance on Lil Birdie. Too hard for the radio. I could put that on a playlist, but I like the boys version of Too Hard for the Radio better. So if I had to choose, I would probably put that version on there. And then Remember My Name, I think I said that's my favorite rap performance of the album. So maybe I would put that on a rap playlist, but I listen to audiobooks when I'm in the gym for the most part. So
Remember My Name.
Whisper My Name, my bad. Whisper My Name.
I'm looking at them like, Remember My Name. What the fuck that at?
But yeah, this is my A&Ring of Iceman. 11 tracks. And I also think that with the 11 track format, similar to what I said with GNX, it probably would have the streaming numbers probably would have been higher because people would have cycled through them more. 18 tracks. I'm auditorily, I'm fatigued by 15, and I still got a good three more tracks left. So that's my Iceman. I'm not. You can take over for Maid of Honor and Habibity. I didn't like neither one of those.
Well, it's not much. Habibity was more of an R&B. I like Classic, the album.
My rating is 2.
Classic on there.
Take it with a grain of salt, cause
they just cool. You know, it's not something I'll be going back to much. But especially at the Maid of Honor one, it was more like a female to me, like a female album.
That was his
Cheetah
singing
Print
one, right?
Yeah, the other one. It's the pop one. The Cheetah Print song that you talked about.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. It was okay.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Oh my, nah, that's horrible.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't a song where I went like try to break my shoulder to turn that motherfucker off.
Nah,
it wasn't a song on there on neither one of those. It was just okay. I understand it.
I bruised my hand turning off the music that quick.
it was okay.
And the other one, the other one I sent you,
people that saying Habibi or Maid of Honor is better than Iceman, y'all fucking lying. Y'all just trying to get
clicks.
Y'all rage baiting. Yeah, y'all just click. Yeah, come on, man, be fucking for real.
Yeah, clicks. Outside Twerking, when they was off beat the whole song.
Yeah, I heard it. I didn't. I listened to it the whole time I walked.
Soon as he was off beat, it's over. And it's not even like the off beat that you get from like cause
in that song Bestie. That's my favorite song.
Maid of Honor?
Yeah. Bestie something. Where my bestie at? Something. Yeah, that song right there.
True Bestie with Icon Savvy.
Yeah.
Iconic Savvy.
Yep.
Nah, I'm good on that.
That's your hard.
I'm good on that. I'm good on all that. The outside twerking, it reminded me of my visceral reaction when 2 Chainz starts off beat. He does that purposely. But when it stayed off beat and both of them stayed off beat, I'm like, all right, what's happening? And the same thing with like when we first heard GNX, the song, not the album, the song GNX with the weird beat, and we was like, this sound weird, but then it grew on people because the performance on top of the beat allowed for the experience to be unique, if you will. So I just didn't get that. So next. Uh okay, so I'm gonna pull this up.
Roll it up.
What's your thoughts? We got for those listening, what I just pulled up is I'm not don't even worry about this because I don't know who they is. I don't really care too much for their rating, but the stream numbers for the first 5 days, for the first week, if you will, I don't know. Is a week on Billboard 7 days or 5? It'll be the 7
7.
days. The 7 days. So for the first 5 days, they made somebody on the internet created the GNX versus Iceman. And day one, Drake got 140 million streams. For Iceman, while GNX got 44 million. On day two, GNX got 75 million. Iceman got 70 million. On day three, 52 million for GNX. 50 million for Iceman. On day four, 55 million for GNX. 54 million for Iceman. And on day five, 50 million for GNX and 49 million for Iceman. And again, for those listening, basically what they're checking is who got the most streams in the first 5 days, and GNX is the one that got the most consistent streams. While Iceman seen a almost what 80 million drop from day one to day two, 140 to 70. So what you think? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know how I don't know how accurate these stream numbers is. Two, streaming. I don't care about stream numbers because stream numbers can be manipulated.
100%.
Three, GNX came out 2 years prior to Iceman. So I wouldn't even put these two up against each other.
Why not?
Cause we only putting them up against each other because they're so called still in a battle, in a cold war. War is what people be saying. But I'll only do that if there was in the same year. It's not even the same year.
But
It's literally two different years.
but it's their first project out off the beef.
No, it's not. It's the second project.
Well, it's his second project. Well, we know that, but he's which is worse. But he's been promoting Iceman for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And Iceman, the vast majority of the time in Iceman, he's responding to you losing your streams, I'm the man, this and the third, all that stuff. So ideally, you just only in terms of a surprise release and a 2-year rollout release, these are the numbers that's being done. You supposed to be the man, so you supposed to be blowing him out the water, but he held his own with the first day 44 million being a half day release. So why wouldn't you use both of them?
I don't know how accurate these numbers is.
Oh, I'm just asking. I'm not talking about the numbers. I'm just saying in general, because it is a Drake versus Kendrick type thing. Like your last because we know some sexy songs for you, which was released right after GNX.
It's 2 years. It's 2 years now.
It would have been worse with some sexy songs for you.
And this wasn't even towards Drake.
I know.
GNX had nothing to do with Drake.
Nothing to do with Drake. Outside of Whacked Out Murals, which it had some, subliminals, but the song wasn't about Drake at all. I mean,
it
this
wasn't
whole
about
album.
Drake. Yeah, it wasn't about. Yeah, that's why I'm over it, man.
I feel you. I feel you.
Let them niggas let them be them, man. Even though Iceman, he finally responds to everything, which it's kind of like what I wanted J. Cole to do. I wanted to hear about the beef. He didn't really touch up on the beef. Drake went too much onto the beat. Like it was every song you're saying something. 3 songs here and there, cool.
Yeah.
Whole album, okay. Give
Yeah.
me stuff. Give me
Because
yeah.
we got subliminals throughout his whole career from both of them.
Yeah.
But we never
Which
knew.
is
We never put the dots together unless you in it like that, or unless somebody came back and was like, "Oh, he was talking about Drake here. Oh, this is the
yeah.
theory for that." Yeah, I feel you. I
But
feel you.
I'm over it. Numbers, like I said, I don't really care for numbers. It could be manipulated. It could be bought by the label. It could be all types of shit. And then again, Drake not getting that much support from his label, so it's kind of like
That's his fault. That's his fault.
surprise album not getting support from the label.
That's his fault
Still,
though.
they balancing out. If you want to be technical, they kind of balancing out with the numbers. It's almost the same.
But
because one is a surprise album,
uh-huh.
and one is not even getting no support from no push from the actual label.
But it's getting support by some of the largest streamers in the world. That's equivalent to the label.
But that's probably coming from him.
From who?
He's cool with Drake. Cool.
I know. You don't need the label.
Wait, you frozen? Okay, there you go.
That's
he's cool with Ben the Don. He's cool with Aiden Ross. He's cool with all these big streamers. He's cool with DJ X. So he's spending probably his own money, or not even his own money. He's probably just they just showing him they love him. Yeah, they just love him that much. I don't know if they on payroll or not. They love him that much.
I'm saying
they put it on the platform.
I'm saying it on
Joe Budden's even giving him a lot of props for it.
Well, because Joe Budden, for as much as people don't think, Joe Budden will still like listen to the music because he's actually
he still listens to it.
Yeah, he's actually
he's an artist. He's a music. Yeah.
He a hip hop head, right?
So in this case with Drake coming out his deal, it's kind of scary because he's showing that he can just be independent. I don't need you niggas, which is scary. This is one of the biggest artists of this era, and him not needing a label is going to fuck up the music industry. Him being fully independent.
Well, we'll see how that go.
So somebody, that's what I'm gonna say. One of y'all ladies got to figure this shit out. Because if y'all don't, y'all gonna fuck yourself up.
I mean, but most people is independent in terms of the creation and the handling of their music.
They not as big as
distribution.
Drake.
Well, I know that. I know that.
He don't even need that.
I mean, I don't think most people need it. They just don't want to pay for it. That's the biggest thing.
Well,
because they don't have the money. He got the money to pay for all of that stuff. Like that.
Yeah.
We know that. I think for me, Drake never. I mean, recent Drake, meaning the last, I would say 5, maybe 6 years. This level of Drake, he didn't need the label. Nah, he signed that deal that was probably for double-digit albums or whatever the deal was, with a lot of multi-million dollars, right? Not billion, but multi-$100 million. And that's solidified. So he's had regardless, he's had the backing of UMG for the majority of his current deal. It's just after the beef is where he severed those ties. He don't need it, but he still benefited from the label for all these years. And the reason why he don't have the label per se, if you will, I mean, I think he still does have the label because they're invested in him. But the reason why he don't have the label is because he got butthurt when he lost the beef, because he felt as if they did what for Kendrick, what they should only do for him in his mind.
My thing is, it's different. Going independent and not having a label is two different things. I would rather have that label. I'd rather have that machine. I'm not spending my money. They spending their money on that shit.
And you just
gotta keep my money in my pocket.
Yeah, you gotta recoup. Right. You gotta recoup.
Exactly. So him being independent is scary for them. They wouldn't want that to happen. So I believe one of these labels, major labels like Sony or but not UMG clearly. Yeah, but or they might hash it out. I don't know.
I don't know if they gonna hash nothing out.
Somebody got to figure it out.
I mean, it's rumored, and I say heavy on the rumored. People think that he's gonna based off of Iceman and the numbers of this release, that he's going to test the market for $1 billion contract.
Yeah,
with a Sony or whatever. I'm interested to see what happens next, right? Because I do appreciate Drake's music when it's good. Like I appreciate Drake's music. I appreciate anybody's music when it's good. When it's trash, I'm gonna say it's trash. And that's no pun intended. And I just feel like Drake has built an ecosystem who is reluctant of saying or acknowledging that what he released is in fact trash. If anybody else released uh um uh Cheetah Print, it would have been trash off of it. If anybody else would have released uh what was it, Outside Twerking, it would have been trash. If anybody else released um uh I'm trying to think of some of the trash tracks. Um Bees on the Table, it just would have been trash right off rip, right? But because it's Drake, people are giving the benefit of the doubt, which is okay. Which is okay. But I just also feel that people are performing like that streamer that got on. He was like, name a track from GNX that you like. Cause you can't say that you have a track that you like, but then he go into his GNX, he got four songs saved. I think that people are now performing um performing to be on Drake's side and opposite Kendrick, when in all actuality, good music is good music. There is no real divide.
Boy, you feel that damn hate train up, didn't you?
I'm just saying, there's no real divide. Good music is good music. We know what we know what Kanye was, and we know what Kanye turned into, but we still expect him to release good music. And when he don't release good music, we feel slighted because we know the level of music he can release. But even like, and this is the other part, because going back and listening to before we get into the internet taught me, going back and listening to the Fall Off, Cole wrapped circles around Drake on his best track.
Yeah, like, I said the Fall Off is better than
100%. I mean, like,
Fall Off better than Iceman.
I mean, like, there is a good distance between Iceman and the Fall Off. Like,
Iceman is better than Bully.
I didn't listen to Bully. I didn't listen to the full Bully yet.
Iceman is better than I forgot. You showed me that TikTok. Yeah. Iceman was better than a lot of those albums.
A lot of those albums, and a lot of those albums was his albums after Views. Yeah. And I would say, because I don't remember what I rated Casino. But
Iceman better than Casino.
At worst, I'm putting them leveled.
Nah, Iceman better than Casino.
I'm putting them leveled. I think I already rated Casino higher than Iceman anyway. But I just felt I felt the listen the because I'm not just rating the artist. I'm also rating the totality of the project. Putting the project together.
Another thing is they can have the same rating and one can be better than the other.
Oh, I agree. But I think most people are rating the artist and then the experience to the music. And then they're separating like the podcast that NRP or not NPR, but NFR or whatever that.
Don't even worry about it. Because you've been trying to figure out the name of it.
I know, right? I know. I know. But they broke it down by like rap performance and then like production, and they was giving ratings to all of that. But like the totality of the project, I think, deserves a rating. And I think that's why Iceman is so low, because I felt like it lacked the coming together, the amalgamation of the track list to where it just feels succinct and it makes sense. I'm not talking about a concept album. I'm not talking about all that. I'm talking about when you sit down, and this kind of goes into the need of A&Rs. When you sit down and you listen to the tracks with your whoever, your engineer, your producer, your team or whatever, and you decide what your final track list is, people got to be like, take Don't Worry off of there. It throws off the flow. Take this off there. Take that off.
That's another thing. As you go through Iceman, it definitely transitions to the next song really well.
I can say that.
Very well.
I can say that.
Very well.
Even
And transition to that next song, really, really, really good.
yeah, the transition between plot twist and Too Hard for the Radio, brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's
That
one thing I'll
transitioned
definitely say.
so well, brilliant. But yeah, I'm also rating that as well. And I felt like it was just a better listen, Casino, than Iceman. 100%. I think the content though, I'll give an edge to Iceman. But the performance, consistent performance, I'm giving it to Casino. That's why I'm like, I can see them, I can put them on the same rating. And it's just depending on what I'm rating though, one might be a little bit over than the other.
Mm.
That doesn't mean that I know the internet is gonna try to smoke me on this, but that doesn't mean that Keem creates music better than Drake. I'm saying that the totality of the listen of Casino against the totality of the listen of Iceman, I appreciate Casino more than Iceman. Once you break it down, you're gonna see the needle go from side to side. But I'm rating the entire experience. I'm not rating it based off of my feelings around Drake. Because if that was the case, then this current Drake would be 0. 0. But I'm being objective in this case. So, internet taught me. What you got?
The internet taught me that black people paid to vote. And if you didn't vote, they would double the charge the next year.
Oh, when was this? What's the time period? Do you know?
I believe 1960s.
Oh, so basically you was gonna pay more every year either way because they were gonna say that you
Yeah,
didn't
so
vote.
if you voted, I think she said you paid $1. And then the next year, if you didn't vote, it'll be $2.
Okay. Dang. That's crazy. That's insane. And they still trying to do that, just differently. It looks different, but
They're
it's the
trying to,
same.
they're trying to take away the vote. Hey, vote in November, y'all, midterm.
And y'all should be voting now. Y'all primaries should be here already
In certain states.
or coming. Yeah, if you are in that state. Yeah, vote. Because this is not, yes, this is voting rights, the attack on voting rights, but it's less on I want to be clear on this. It's less on your right to vote because you still have the right to vote. It is your right to choose who represents you. That's what's really under attack.
Mm-hmm.
Because in states like Tennessee, when they cut up Memphis into 4 different districts or 3 different districts, 3 or 4 different districts, if you go deep into that district, you fixing to get lynched. For real. So you can't that's why it's so important to have our districts because we can't go deep into some of these districts without facing persecution by the public and then saying that them reporting that we killed ourselves by way of hanging from a tree, which I never understood that thought process because we have traumatic experiences and stories around our ancestors and our ancestor cousins twice removed being hung from trees. So why would we then choose to hang ourselves from a tree? That's crazy.
You know what? I'm gonna go change. Yeah, I'm gonna go. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Be fucking for real.
Yeah. Like, come on.
And I'm gonna do it myself.
I'm gonna do it
climb up
myself.
this tree.
Yep. And I'm gonna drop 10 feet so it hurts too. Like, that's crazy. Insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure y'all go out and vote. Because we could put people like Zoran Mamdani in there. Which we'll get to in a second. So the internet taught me, well, it taught me this a minute ago, but it came back up. And because today is Memorial Day, when this release is, right? Yeah, Memorial Day weekend.
Tomorrow.
Memorial Day was originally called Decoration Day. So happy Decoration Day to all the vets out there. And it was called, and it was started by Black people living in Charleston, South Carolina, because the military, the Confederate Army committed mass murder over 300 Union soldiers at what was once called the Washington Race Course because they turned that into a open air prison. An open air prison basically is either one of two things: a military controlled geographic location, like the Strip of Gaza, that our greatest allies, if you will, um, kind of committed, or Lebanon right now, like an open air prison is controlled by military and they do whatever it is that they want, or it is a prison that doesn't have a roof. But in this case, it is in fact a geographic location being controlled by a military force, to which they murdered over 300 Union soldiers and buried them into a mass grave. So and this was after the Civil War ended. So local laborers or workers converted it into a proper grave site. They built a fence around it, whitewashed it, meaning painted the fence white. Put a fence around it, whitewashed it, added an arc inscribed "Martyrs of the Race Course," and then 10K people, mostly formerly enslaved peoples, but also white missionaries and teachers, marched a parade around the race course, sang hymns, listened to scripture, speeches, ate together. So they broke bread together. And Union soldiers did drills during this time, which then ultimately became a Decoration Day practice until 3 years later, a white man claimed it as his own, and named it Memorial Day. So that was what the internet taught me, is we created Decoration Day, which is now known as Memorial Day, to pay homage to the 300 Union soldiers that was mass murdered in a open air prison at the feet of the Confederacy. And after they were disbanded and all that stuff, the local people basically memorialized those 300 Union soldiers that were mass murdered and mass buried. So that's what the internet taught me.
Yep, I've seen that online as well.
So I think Rhea also shared it. That's how it kind of repopulated in my feed. But I thought, since this was releasing on Memorial Day, aka Decoration Day, that we should also pay homage to those black laborers, those black workers of Charleston, South Carolina, who ultimately gave us a day off from work. Word. And those 300 Union soldiers that were mass murdered in mass genocide at the hands of the Confederate Army. That's what the internet taught me. That's what the internet taught us. And because this is Introspective Insight, the Black Wall Street podcast, we got to make sure that we pay homage to
when the homage is due.
Yep, when homage is due. So yeah, Zohran Mamdani. Staying on it. You say you want to talk about Zohran Mamdani when we ended the show.
Yeah, man.
What you got?
I have to come out and say, I like what he's doing. Mm-hmm. I like it. I like the trash thing. I like that. I like what he's doing, fun, different things, and meaning it. Hey, right now I have nothing bad to say about him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Mm-hmm. I like what he's doing.
Yep.
I like what he's doing. We need more millennials in places, offices, places, and positions like that. It's our time.
It's our time.
It's our time. We need a millennial in the motherfucking president office.
That's
Congress, House, baby boomers, and what's after baby boomers?
X.
Retire. Give it up.
The X is closer to baby boomers. Yep. Get them out of here.
Give it up. Go retire and just enjoy the rest of your life. Let us do what we need to do for the future. We see what's going on. We see it. Y'all still trying to live off of old laws and old way of thinking. Mm-hmm. It's not a modern. Y'all got a typewriter way of thinking, while we're AI and computers.
Yep.
That and y'all pushing away from the computers and still trying to use that typewriter. We gotta move forward. We have to move forward. The empire is close to crumbling, and and what we know from history is that empires eventually fall.
Yep.
And actually, this is the 250th year of America.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We need a lot of improvement done. There's other countries that's getting shit done.
Like
Quality
China.
of life is way better. Technology is up to par.
China.
In public, because they hold technology for themselves before they put it out in public.
Japan.
Come on, people. Food quality has we got to step this shit up.
Everywhere
This shit is
outside of
bad.
the U.S.
This shit is bad.
Yeah.
We got to do something.
The food is killing you.
The food is killing you.
The food is killing you. Go figure.
That's what I had to say about say his name for me. Mamdani.
Mamdani.
Mamdani. That's what I had to say about him. Mamdani.
Yeah.
Mamdani.
Yeah, Mamdani. Zoran.
That's what I had to say about him. I like what he's doing and haven't been a year yet, and I'm loving what he is doing. While here in Rochester, we got people. We got the city of Rochester and the school district fighting over selling a old school building to a charter school. Here's my thing I have to say about that.
School 10?
Yeah, this. I had this conversation. These are the two things I have to say. Maybe three.
Okay.
One thing. This is outside the school district.
Mm-hmm.
I believe anybody with a position of a lot of power, mayor, Congress, presidential, we need to know your credit score. We need to know your taxes.
Okay.
We need your credit score, your taxes, and your highest education. Because credit score shows that you know how to manage money. Okay. Why are you in position of controlling where money goes if you can't control your own personal life? So you in a position, you in the mirror position, and you got a 540 credit score. And you in debt. And why are you even in office at this point? Why are you here? You can't control, you don't know how to manage your own personal finances, but you're trying to manage a city finance crisis. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Number two, the city is going back and forth about the charter schools. There is no Rochester City School District charter school. So why don't Rochester City School District collab with a charter school and make a Rochester City School charter school? A Rochester City School charter school. Charter school. Learn if people. A lot of people are going to these charter schools. Mm-hmm. Learn what the hell they're doing in those charter schools that's making people going to their charter school than the Rochester City School District. Copy or collab. Let's just make that so simple. Mm-hmm. Copy or collab. Copy or collab. Bill Gates didn't get that idea of the computers by himself. It's been told he stole the idea from Steve Jobs. Yeah. He copied and then he made his own version of it.
Collaborated with his team.
Exactly. He copied and then he created his own version of it that's similar to the iMac or whatever the Apple was. I don't know if it started off, I can't remember. I seen the movie too. Whatever Apple was at that point, mm-hmm. It made his own version of it, but made it very similar for his targeting audience. The school district could do the same exact thing. Collab or copy. There is no Rochester City School District charter school. Create your own. Why not? That's what y'all got buildings with 4 schools in them. For what? Why?
Save money.
Why? Yeah, to save money, but why? Why? Where is the money that was lost before? We're getting people in these positions, and we don't even know if they can handle. If they got a good money management strategies. We don't know. So we need your credit score. We need your credit score. We need we need all that before you can get in position. We got to make sure that you know how to manage money.
Okay. All right.
I think that's all I had to say, man.
All right.
And
Well,
YMCA, fuck y'all. What you
say? yo. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I will say, as Black people, we have to one understand budgeting. That's number one, right? Uh, and then two, as millennials, especially, well, yeah, because we're getting to the age where some of us has already eclipsed the age, but we're the prime age of running this country, like legit running this country. And budgeting, I think the Pentagon has failed a budgetary audit every year. They have never passed one. If we're speaking specifically about Rochester or the Rochester City School District, um, the Rochester City School District has been hemorrhaging money for decades at this point. Our school buildings, as the people from the city know, are huge. And one of our newer school buildings, Freddie Thomas, did have about 3, maybe 4 schools in it. And that shut down after we graduated in 2012. Like shortly after, it shut down for a couple years because they couldn't. It was hemorrhaging money. You got to keep the lights on and all those different things. And this idea or this debate around charter schools have been an age-old debate for years because people don't understand that there is a bucket of money in the budget from the state that pays for charter schools. So part of the other thing is Black people is collaborate with people who are in the position to start a charter school, and then we get the money from the Rochester City School District. But we don't have to follow what the Rochester City School District is failing to do. Now, does that fix the problem? No, it don't. But it gives us a blueprint or a footprint and some free dollars once you apply for it and all that stuff. Go through whatever the process is to educate our own kids at the level and at the level and at the pure honesty. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but the pure honesty that we want to. So we don't have to, as a charter school, we don't have to follow what the state government is saying you can do or you can't do. So we have the ability to kind of recreate an element of Black Wall Street in a lot of the Black communities that has been uprooted over time throughout the country, to where we are educating our own kids and we're not leaving it up to the people who with bad credit scores, as Magic was just saying, and them choosing what to do, when to do, how to do it. And when you have a charter school and you have ways to make money or however it is that you want to do it, those charter schools can potentially turn into learning centers that is a pillar in community. So think about it, but then also educate yourself on the money management, the financial competencies, not necessarily financial literacy, but the financial competencies that it takes to one, finance your own lifestyle, your own household, but then also collaborate in community with people who have the ability to start a charter school, who have the credentials to start a charter school. So then we also control the education of our youth and the education of our broader communities. So, but yeah, in terms of that, the Rochester City School District has been battling around charter school funds and all of that stuff for decades. And fortunately, Dr. P, when he shut down School 10, because he started that process, School 10, who was the former superintendent before this current superintendent, uh, not the interim superintendent, not Strickland. I'm talking about Dr. Carmine Peluso, who was the superintendent before, that created the plan to shut down some inner city schools like School 10 because it had like the building capacity. I'm going to exaggerate the numbers because I don't know what the building capacity is, but like the building capacity was 500 kids, students across um across kindergarten K through 6. It was a K-6 building. But the capacity of the school annually was like 200. So
Mm.
you're paying for this entire building. You're paying to light this building. You're paying for the staff of this building. You're paying for the maintenance of this building. All of these different things, and they had just that. And you pay for the renovation of this building to only house 200 kids when the capacity is over 500. Financially, when you're financially sound, that don't make no sense. So it makes more sense for us to give it to a charter school, and the bill then goes to that charter school. Like, yes, we are footing some of the bill because it's in there, but these dollars we have to use for charters. So it's better to repurpose this building so we don't take the brunt of the cost to operate this building, and we give it to a charter school so they can take it. Right. So little things like that, to where when we are arguing or we're seeing the school district debate around what closes and what doesn't close. I know I just seen a report around the superintendent cutting social workers and school psychologists and all those different things. Like that, those are positions that we should keep because of the reality of what Rochester is as a community. But arguing about keeping a building, like unless we can fill that building and we have the dollars to do that, if it's not hemorrhaging, yeah, if we fighting over keeping apples as oranges, then we don't need to be fighting over that because those are two different things.
My thing is, what's more important, the kids or this money?
The kids.
What's more important? Because right now it's looking like the money is more important than the kids. They have buildings here that they don't use, and I see with the lights on, and they keep the grass cut.
Yeah. Because you paying for it. You got to maintain it.
Exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
here's what I'm going to say. Why don't we use the building to for activities for kids?
I agree. Like learning
There's
centers.
basketball. There's already basketball courts in them. There's swimming pools in them. There's a whole football field in them.
Mm-hmm.
There's classrooms. There's a bunch of stuff. Where are the what's this called? The schools with trades in them. What's those
Trade
called?
schools.
Voc-
Vocation
Trade school.
schools.
What's the
Vocation
vocation?
schools.
I didn't want to say the
But
wrong.
it's
Yeah.
trade schools, yeah.
Where is the vocation schools? Where is the trade schools? Why can't we transform some of these classrooms into woodworking classes,
That's
home economic classes, uh, poultry classes, learn how to cook? Because that's what I had when I was coming up. One of the schools I went to, Charlotte had a cooking school, a
yeah,
cooking class,
culinary,
uh,
yeah. Home ec.
wood. I learned how to cut wood, all types of shit. Where's the electrical? Why do we have to wait till we're 18, 20 and go to REOC to learn these things? Why can't we learn these things, start these things in sixth grade, seventh, eighth grade? Where's the pilot schools? We need more pilots. Where's those schools? Okay, where's the AI? Where's the AI classes? Where's the computer classes? Learn how to build and bring back or RAM, add RAM to a computer, or change the RAM on a solder. Learn how to. Where's those classes at? If we're not going to use it, and I'm not saying use it during the school's what you want to call it, year. I'm not saying using it during the school year. We have summer too.
Yeah.
Understand that classroom, that one class, that one wood shop class, and maybe we're not using real knife to keep the safety. Maybe we're using something else. But that one wood class, no pause, because the park patrol gonna be out there, could possibly save a kid.
Yeah.
They can possibly save a kid. That one time he went to class instead of it was outside during the summer, could have possibly saved his life that day.
Yeah, that wood class would have did that.
What about swimming? Swimming lessons. We have high schools that's not being used. We got high schools not being used in the summertime. Why can't we have swimming lessons? Why? The pool is there. Why? Why? That's what I want to know.
Arrested
And
development.
what financial things is one quote I've been learning and is stuck in my head. If your outcome exceeds your income, then your overhead is your downfall.
Say that again. Say that again.
If your outcome exceeds your income, then your overhead is your downfall.
Yeah.
We have to be more strategic. We have to bring the community inside of these meetings more. The community has to step out more. We have to get the correct people in position with the right attention, the best intention. Fuck the money. We're already in debt. We're already in debt. Let's figure out how we can we'll get to the money later. We're already fucking in debt. But how can we make these kids' life experience in school, education in school, better?
Yep.
How can we get them prepared for life? Yes, we got fucking ELAs and all that in May. Okay. But what about that? What about that summertime? We keeping these lights on. How can we get some money out of this?
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, like as you're talking, I'm thinking about like Edison being a vocation school and they got
being a vocation school. CDL.
Mechanics, yep.
Why can't kids learn about the CDL?
And you can do that
during this time.
And you can do that because all of the simulation, like even with aviation, they got all these simulators.
Simulators, yeah. Maybe you don't want to spend the money. You don't have to go get new. Go get used. Bring a teacher in. Bring a teacher in. Or like I said before, it's collaboration.
Yeah.
Collaboration.
Yeah.
Collab with the charter schools. Why are we beefing? Why are we? You a charter school? I'm the district school. We have no collab. It's about the kids more than it is about this motherfucking money, and that's the downfall. Money is only a value. Is the transfer of value of things.
Yeah.
That's all money is. It's just a tool, especially when it comes to business and things that nigga we not touching that shit. That money don't come home with us.
Nah, not at all.
That's the business. That's the city, and the city is paying motherfucking taxes for this shit. We paying taxes for this shit.
Yeah, he pulled the taxes out, y'all.
We got the motherfucking worst education in the surrounding area.
Oh yeah. City of Rochester compared to around the equator, Fairport,
y'all trying to keep, yeah. Y'all trying to keep kids into the city school district, but the city school district have nothing to offer. So now I'm coming to the city school district for nothing. But there's nothing here. I'm basically y'all daycare at this point. Y'all basically a daycare. Long as you come here, you can pass. Do a little work, you can pass. We gotta do better, man.
Yeah.
We gotta do better.
I'm with you on that. I think
it's one more thing I gotta say. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
And another thing. And another thing is making it really scary for millennials to have children. It's making it very scary for millennials to have children. You're already saying that the birth production is slowing down, and it's getting kind of scary that there's not a lot of people having kids.
Yep.
Because look at the world that y'all gave us.
Yep.
It is fucked up out here. The food fucked up. The information y'all feeding is fucked up. The lies y'all telling is fucked up. The school district is fucked up. The money is fucked up.
Across the country.
$100,000 ain't a goddamn thing. It ain't shit. Especially in New York.
And in the comments, don't say that, oh, well, if somebody don't got $100,000, that's a lot of money. No, it's not a lot.
It's not a lot of money.
Just for inflation.
It's not a lot of money.
Most of y'all cars is half of that.
Inflation is doing this. Income is doing this.
Yep. Income staying the same. It's rising. First time
It's
since the pandemic.
making it scary for millennials to have children. It's not it's not you'll be scared to have your child, to know your child is out here, and you trying to figure out how to make ends meet.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping my head above water. How? The house market is stupid all across the country.
Mm-hmm.
All across the country. We got people skipping out on inspections. And I think that should be a fucking law. I should not be able to buy a house and not have to get an inspection or pass an inspection. If you want to buy a house, inspection should be mandatory.
So
at least one inspection should be mandatory, because now people are buying into homes that's destroyed, and the person that was living there before know that. I seen something on the news. Somebody bought a house for $400,000. Found out they got $100,000 worth of work because the house is damn near and not livable. It's not livable. They didn't know
Mm-hmm.
because they passed an inspection. Because if they did an inspection, then they couldn't buy the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. So
it's making it very hard for millennials to have children. It's a scary time.
So to that point, I'm gonna round that off by saying, according to the new report, families are spending an average of $16,857 a year per child, a number that reflects the layering of everyday life. And for the totality of from birth through age 18, you will spend estimated, and this is just on the need cost, not buying a new pair of J's or game systems and TVs and stuff that breaks over time.
That's extra.
Just the things that you need to take care of a child from birth 0 to 18, $303,418 after tax credits.
And there's some people that making $50,000 a year.
There is since 2023, that number has jumped nearly 28%.
It's getting scary for millennials to have children. And one thing I want to preach is that have children with people you want to be with. Have children with people you want to be with.
Have children with people that you like. I'm not even talking about romantically. I'm talking about like from a friend level. Like, have children with people that you like.
Friendship is the foundation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then everything else come after.
Yep.
Let's seek more of family. Let's seek more of Black family. Let's seek more of family traditions. Let's seek more of staying together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with my rant. I'm sorry.
Hey, we'll leave it there. I ain't even gonna go into Chinese tech. We'll wait. We'll do that next show.
And then before I let it go, my song of the week.
Oh yeah. Song of the week. Let's close out with that.
My song of the week will be Me by Jadakiss.
Okay. All right. My song of the week is Mr. Wendell, Arrested Development. Had to go back to the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Had to go back to the 90s. All right. You got anything else? I know you just went on a rant.
I got nothing else.
Bet.
Because if I go on another rant, we're gonna be here for another episode.
We're gonna be here
not a few minutes. Another episode.
All right, bet. Well, as y'all for those watching, you might see some of my as we go on, because I'm in the process of I'm about to start packing the move, so you'll see my backdrop changing. I would assume, well, actually, yeah, you'll see my backdrop change at least one time, or a few times, because then I have to set it up in my new place. So yeah, just know that don't be panicked, don't be alarmed, because it's life, right? Lease is up, had to go and find more space. Uh, Magic. Oh wait, did you buy the ticket? You said Friday.
No, yeah, I'm waiting for my cousin. She told me she's gonna call me. She never called me.
Oh,
I'm out of text her. I'm out to call her after this.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna look to see what them prices looking like, because I want to see Hove. But I'm seeing Wu-Tang in August.
I keep forgetting about them.
Yeah, Wu-Tang in August at
see.
Darien Lake. So
We'll figure this out.
yeah, y'all already know. Like, subscribe, follow the show, because I don't. If you think we just doing this to talk to y'all, that's crazy. I mean, we are doing this to talk to y'all, but also like the show, share the show, subscribe to the show. We got a lot more dope content on the way weekly. Yeah, y'all already know. I'm King Dev. That's Magic Gretzky. Bring another set of ears for next week's show, because this is Introspective Insight, the Black Wall Street podcast, and we out. See you soon. Yeah. Come back next week. Yeah. Introspective Insight. Introspective Insight.